Now, this illustration deals with floors in accordance again with NEC 300.4. And I believe now, as a electrician or designer, whatever you may be, you've kind of caught on that Article 300 basically has the general rules for the installation of cables and conduits and raceways downstream. Now, notice we have cables that's run on the bottom of the surface here, and that's okay, because this might be a pier and beam floor type flooring, construction, whatever, but this is just showing the cables. You have your floor joist there, you have a cable run on the bottom of the joist, the cable run on the surface, cables run through the hose, run through the flooring, on the wall up to a switch and so forth. And notice that you're considered, now we're not looking at the support rules here, we're just reviewing the routing of the cable where it would be considered protected. Now, any kind of service entrance cable that comes through the surface of the floor has to be protected up to about 6 inches. But however, if you looked at a city ordinance, state or county, they may require you to protect it up to the wall to where you terminate it to a switch. But here, we're inside the wall area on the side of this stud, so it's considered protected. But notice we're not looking at support rules here. Now, we have a floor box that's there that's being supplied, and notice it's a bracket supporting it. But look at the switch, 404.2 and 404.8A regulates the height of that switch, maximum height, and the type of switch being installed and so forth. The routing of the cable on the surface, not surface, but the side of the framing member, 300.4A1 and 300.4B1 regulates and gives that permissive rule. The floor box is naturally installed in accordance with 314.16A and is a listed item, floor box type item. It might be for a receptacle. It might be for any reason. We're just showing that it is a floor box. And then notice the cable is run on the bottom of the surface, okay, or on the side, or through the hose is permissible. And under any of the type of installations that we are reviewing based upon a finished floor area, underneath, if you had a pier and beam, or it's just a floor area, then notice that is why you could run the cables as you see there, because there's no access area to it where you'd have storage or you'd have equipment or anything that would be involved here. So that's what this figure is illustrating. And to get a very good feel of what's taking place here, we again suggest an NEC loop to be reviewed. And as you can see, 300.17, 330.17, 334.17, again based on AC cable, MC cable, non-metallic sheath cable, or service entrance cable. The main 4 cables that we usually see in dwelling units, commercial buildings, where this cable is permissible to be used. So this illustration is just showing where the floor is covered with, say, plyboard or whatever, and the framing members are supporting it. The wiring methods are considered protected as shown with the type of access we just mentioned.